Welcome to Darker Side of Music Interviews, podcast edition. In today's episode, we have with us Charlie Harper, otherwise known as frontman of the UK punk band, the UK Subs, known for songs such as Live in a Car, Stranglehold, Emotional Blackmail, to name just a few, but the list is really endless, so sit back and enjoy. Welcome, Charlie.
So, first of all, what's it like to be back doing gigs again?
Well, we started last year with Rebellion, the COVID Rebellion, where we managed to catch it again.
Oh no!
And we tried out, but at the end of the day, after we'd done our gig, we had a bit of a party in our dressing room, and the dressing rooms are huge up there. We were partying a bit, and I think we started to kiss and cuddle people.
Oh dear!
Like you do.
That's a sure way to get it.
Yeah.
But that's the trouble. I mean, we're all kind of, when you've got friends and things like that, you do, don't you? I mean, it's
yeah.
Can you do?
Yeah, a couple of drinks, you're away. You don't care.
Exactly.
But it was, it was brilliant to be back on stage and be gigging, and by the time this year came, it was all quite normal. And so we went to Japan, and there most people wore, about half the audience wore masks inside the venue, and but out in the street, everyone wore masks.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like going back, but coming back to London, London, England, it was all normal again. Thank goodness.
Wow, what was it like playing in Japan?
This was the best ever. It was great.
Wow. You're well received there, then.
Sorry?
You're well received there.
Oh yeah. Every venue was full. It was
Wow. How many did you do there?
Huh?
How many did you do there?
But we done 2 with a bigger band, supporting a bigger band who we know, and then I had to stay up late because I had to play harmonica in one of this. I actually wrote a song for them, and they performed the song live, and I played a little bit of harmonica in it. So I had to wait till the last minute, jump on stage with them, sometimes 2 a.m. No, it wasn't that late. Maybe it was only 12 o'clock, because they seem to have their shows early, and then they party afterward. They go to a restaurant or something and have a big meal, and that's what they do over there, and it's really quite cool.
That is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. And then we done 2 shows with maybe 2 or 3 with a band called UK Subs Japan.
All right.
Who are bloody good. They've got 2 brothers playing guitar, 2 guitarists, and it's a storm on stage. It's amazing.
I have to ask, do they play UK Subs music?
Yeah, we just do a UK Sub set of their choosing.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
It's quite hard work.
Yeah. Cool. Dear.
And then I done a couple of solos on my own.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. Is that one of these acoustic sets? Is it?
Yeah. One was really interesting. It was I think it was say about 25 people to get a full house, because this guy made a bar. His dad was a famous artist, and he made his studio into a bar.
Oh.
In his old house, and it was very interesting. Like the little bar, and what he does, he just sells the seats he has. So he has a big couch which holds about 3 or 4 people, then some seats along the bar, which is another 4 or 5 people, and then some seating in front of me. So there's only about 25 people in there, and that's a full house. He doesn't have any more than he has seats to sit on.
Wow, that's an intimate gig.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That must be quite good, though, being that close to people and being kind of with them and then with you.
Well, it is, yeah. I mean, yeah, I find my solo shows are kind of something so different from the wild shows that we do.
Yeah. Because I know, I've noticed what I've seen, like videos of your latest shows, and you don't half still go for it, Charlie.
Yeah, I've got to calm down a bit.
I don't think you will, though, will you?
It's hard, you get up there and you do get carried away,
But how many gigs have you done so far since you've been back gigging?
I don't know. We've done a few tours, so it's hard to say, but we've probably done kind of almost upwards to 100.
That's what
And that's what we do in a year. That's our slowing down.
That's your slowing down.
Yeah. From 200 plus to, we've got it down to 100 now.
But that's got to be more than most bands, surely.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. Where do you get your energy from?
Well, it's just doing that. It's like football training or something. You do that every day, and it keeps you fit.
And I suppose the adrenaline of the gigs.
Yeah, that keeps the diseases away. Funny enough, kind of adrenaline is an amazing thing. You don't get so sick with adrenaline.
That is absolutely amazingly brilliant. So, because you do so much gigging and touring and things like that, do you get much time for like new music?
Say that again. Sorry, me.
No, that's all right. Because you do so much or so many gigs and you've got your tours, do you get much time for like the creative side of music?
Yeah, I kind of it's a constant battle with my wife. I kind of I'm a bit of a pedal freak, and but I've got so many now. I've probably got every pedal there is, and or every kind of, almost anyway. There's always something I'm looking for, and it's like my guitars. I always tell I need this guitar for new inspiration. So, I'm always looking around for a guitar or two that will help me because my thing is, say, look, if I play this guitar, I get inspiration, and we record with it, and it pays for the guitar. So it's a kind of win-win. But she's not having it.
She's not. she's fallen for it enough then. I guess.
The thing is, I've got to say that because I've got a little tiny house, and there's nowhere to put them. So they're up in the, they're up in the bedroom. A couple in the sitting room, what I use all the time. Try to rotate them, and I just brought in my nice Gibson J45 because it sounds so good, and then I try and rotate. But there's some guitars in every room, except the bathroom.
For now, yeah. But is she listening? Is she listening, Charlie?
Possibly, but I don't know. She's got work to do.
Oh, well, that's good. How's gigging changed over the years for the UK subs kind of thing?
Well, for us, being taken into considering the longevity, we have fans, not only fans from the beginning, but those fans have had children. And I think there's even like grandchildren starting to come to our shows. So it's a big like family affair, because those old fans are like become like good friends. But it's always been like that kind of party atmosphere. Club owners always say to us, like, you get everyone out from the woods, like, people come and they haven't seen for years. And so it's basically, a party celebration of punk rock, and going on forever like this.
It can't, I don't think it will end.
No, it's established now, isn't it? It's like jazz, blues, You know, I mean, even like folk blues and stuff like that have had a big revival.
Yeah,
The
and I
young
mean,
kids, all the young kids kind of thinking, you know, oh, brilliant. And it's like a little thing. I played this song last year or the year before. Now we skipped a year, didn't we, for COVID?
yeah.
And it was about Old Man Trump. And Woody Guthrie wrote this song about Old Man Trump, and because he was evicted from one of Trump's properties. And anyway, he wrote this song, and then I was watching YouTube the other day, and I don't know if you're aware of a band called the Carter Family.
No, I haven't heard of them.
Who, like me and Nico are big fans of the Carter Family. And anyway, they came out with this tune, and yeah, and Woody Guthrie, the great Woody Guthrie, the great writer, he even stole a few songs from early on, kind of Civil War songs and old folk songs from way back. And this is it; it just goes down the generations, and punk rock will do that. It will go down generations of a kind of folk music.
It definitely will. Does that kind of make you more aware when you're doing like a festival and you've got bands like The Exploited there and things like that, and it must resonate with you? Wow, we're still all going.
Yeah. I was writing the other day about the Damned. You know, in the early days, they'd go into New Rows and glasses will go in the air, the beer will go up in the air, and people just go mental and start going crazy. Well, that was like a couple of hundred people. Now it's a few thousand people.
Yeah,
doing the same, and the music's louder.
That's it. Yes, definitely. Yeah. I remember when I was still quite young at that point. I remember I didn't kind of figure it out. I was too young to work it all out that the Specials had sung Ghost Town. But where I lived was a small, like, seaside town, and there wasn't a lot going on, but there was a nightclub, and the Addicts played there.
All right.
And again, glass everywhere, all the glasses smashed, place was closed down, and it was when I got a bit older, I thought, oh yeah, it does make sense, that song, more than ever now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the glasses everywhere, and you go in the next day and you see glass all over the floor. They've got to clean up.
Great bands would do that. I mean, we still go and see the Addicts. It's a great show, and it is mind blowing. And the Damned are mind blowing. They're kind of they've got like Brian James. No, is it Brian James?
Yeah,
back?
Brian James, wasn't it? Yeah.
He's incredible, and this is it. This is our job: blow people's minds, and they can't help going crazy.
Yeah. It's just this massive adrenaline rush, isn't it? It's an immense thing, and my wife doesn't like this kind of music, and I took her to a festival.
What does she like?
She's into more, I suppose, mainstream, like Lewis Capaldi and things like that. So it's not my thought whatsoever, but everyone's to their own taste. But when I took her to a festival with all like punk, goth, and metal music, she's dancing away because the adrenaline took her, and she said, I actually enjoyed it.
Who's Lewis Capaldi?
He's, I think he's from Scotland. He's a little bit of a chubby guy, but he does take the mickey out of himself a lot, and he sings all depressing songs. Every song is depressing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and he's only a young lad, and he does make fun of himself, saying,
I'll have to look him up.
Cheated the system and got through, and he said, but it'll all come crashing down on me one day when they realise I'm just a fat boy. Because he's not a looker.
No, I'll tell you what, there's take Adele, for instance. She's just about the hottest property in the world.
Yeah.
I think, if people are a bit heavy, people don't see anything wrong with that,
No, exactly.
It's good, like there's some I mean, there's a song I do about from a guy, I can't remember. Never. Is it Samuel Johnson or anyway? You know, he's fat, he's ugly, and he's how can you? He's like not dyslexic. What do you call it? Like backward. You know, he can't
Yeah.
really, and he goes on stage and he shakes, can hardly play the
Wow.
guitar. And he's so loved. And he's written some amazing songs. He's retarded, but he seems to have this gift of writing beautiful songs. And
That's incredible, isn't it?
he had, I mean, he died quite young. He died in his 50s, I think, and but he left some amazing songs. And I do one of them songs live, and it's so well received, and it's so different from the normal stuff I do, which is acoustic versions of some songs, basically.
Yeah, I've heard you doing some of those on, thankfully YouTube, but they are really good. Charlie.
Daniel Johnson's.
I've heard of that. I've heard of him.
Yeah, Daniel Johnson, and I came across this song in a weird way, kind of by accident. A fan wrote in and said, "Is Charlie? When is Charlie recording this song? True Love Will Find You in the End." It's called. Well, that's an unlikely title for me. So I looked it up, and it was a beautiful song, so I learned it.
Wow!
And I found that about 1,000 people are doing this song on YouTube, and some do it amazing, absolutely amazing.
Wow!
Electric bands as well.
So he really did hit home with a lot of other people.
Yeah. It's one of these songs. It's straight from the heart. This guy hides nothing. It's he it's the opposite of pretentious.
Yeah. I love that. That kind of thing is really good. What's next for you then, Charlie?
Oh, a lot of things. We go on tour in about a week.
Wow.
Where are we? About 24th we start touring. And then we don't really stop. We go up to Christmas and then have a little Christmas break, and then we're off in Europe touring there. And then it's like normal service resumes. It's festivals and tours and everything,
That is just so good.
Back to normal. Yeah, great, amazing. And we're looking forward to it. Brilliant.
So where are you going? Are you going anywhere afar apart from Europe?
Well, no, Spain's in Europe, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're keeping in Europe. My wife's booking up a lot of kind of airplanes and hotels and foreign countries, but we don't like to go too much. I've done about 3 farewell tours of the US, and we're doing our farewell tour of Europe next year, and possibly our farewell tour ever. But that's tours. That's farewell tours. We will be still playing.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Like gigs and festivals and stuff, but just not touring.
Yeah. When I saw Farewell Tour, I thought, no, Charlie can't be giving up.
Hey, we've done about 7 of them already.
No,
we've done a big farewell tour of America, telling everyone, this is last time. We've been over there 30 years. We thought, 30 times running, 30 years running.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so we thought, like 31. And then the next year, Misfits called us and, look, could you warm up for us on this tour? Well, not warm up. It was the Addicts as well.
Oh my goodness! Wow,
they're great pals. So they're great mates. So couldn't really refuse it. No. So there we were, and then people were saying to us, "I thought this was you." I said, "It's not our tour. It's a Misfits tour." So and then again, I think we went over there with the Addicts again the following year, and so it continued. No, this is not our tour.
Oh, that is brilliant. Yeah, I mean, alongside UK subs and a few others, and the Addicts are up there as just so entertaining as well. It's the entertainment side as well as the enjoyment of the music, and I think that.
Yeah, I think I think we're entertaining as
Yeah, you definitely
we're
are.
a bit silly, we kind of fuck up a lot and
Hey, but it's almost time for Santa Where's Me Bike?
almost, yeah, we don't do it. We don't, yeah. I mean, as we talk, Steve's up in the north, like practicing, but we got a rule not to play it till December.
Brilliant. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I don't like all this early stuff. I mean, Christmas ads on TV, and although I don't, as soon as there's an ad on, I switch. But yeah, I don't like there's kind of it should be Halloween, bonfire night, and then maybe after that, Christmas. Like, in fact, my wife put up some of the Christmas decorations the other day, and I think she's outside putting them out around the house now.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we go on tour, so we won't kind of we won't see much of it until we come back. We probably won't light them up until we come back.
Yeah, so I mean, that way it's ready for you when you get back.
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
That's exactly what she said. Said she'd be tired and
yeah,
won't be bothered.
Yeah, you do right, Charlie. You do right. Well, I promised Yuko I wouldn't keep you too long.
That's okay.
But it's again, it was absolutely wonderful of you to agree to this again, and it's wonderful to see you again, Charlie. And one day I've got to get to see you somehow.
Where are you?
Malta.
Malta.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I told you we've been there before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny, I don't know if it was you who told us, but one of our fans out there died recently. And he's the one who took us around the beaches and everything, and castles. And yeah, we had a good time with the kids out there. And on our day off, well, we opened a club and we played 2 nights running. So in between, we had time to see the place a little bit.
Yeah, and it is. Well, it's still lovely, but it's a lot more building work now. Everywhere you look, there's a crane. But
oh well, that's a good kind of things are happening.
Oh, it's definitely
building rather than tearing down. But hope they don't tear down, because you've got a lot of history there in Malta.
There is a lot of history, but they have tore down a lot of the old places, which is a real shame because I love history.
Well, that is.
I absolutely adore history, and I think it's always a shame when they get rid of it. You can't get that back. Once it's gone, it's gone.
Well,
isn't it?
They can't tear down the castles.
No, that's true. That's true. And I mean, I live quite close to one of the main ones, one of the famous ones, and it's just beautiful, and it's just like, come on, keep it going. Don't let it keep falling down, crumbling. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
You can't get that back.
Yeah.
But let's hope they do wake up to it one day. But yeah,
well, it's only water, but let's drink to the revival.
Definitely. But I've got to get to see you some point. I don't know if I can do it while you're in Europe, maybe, but I'd love to see you guys live.
Yeah, well, I think we're doing Italy.
Ah, okay. I'll have to check the dates on that then.
Not too far away.
No, it's much easier to get to Italy.
I don't think we're going as far as Sicily or the islands. What the islands? Sardinia.
Sardinia and Corsica.
Yeah, we've done Sardinia a few times.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So I would have never thought there was fans there, but obviously I was wrong.
Well, I mean, we have played. I mean, clubs are kind of wondrous, but we've done a lovely festival there one time, which has a bit of a story to it. And did I tell you last time I'm writing a book? I must have told you.
You mentioned the book, yes.
So I've finished. And
wow.
I'm just going through it, correcting, silly mistakes and that.
Yeah.
And many of them. Yeah. It's
But I think it'll be really good, interesting.
I hope so. There's a little bit of rambling on about, the state of things and everything, and how silly politicians are, and
I think the whole world is silly right now.
Yeah. I do have my little rants in there.
Don't blame you.
I hope people kind of, but it's mainly about the bands and the bands I had before the subs. It was quite interesting as well. There's some good stuff.
I will definitely be reading that when it comes out. It's a must, I think, because I always enjoy talking to you. You've always got great stories to tell, and you're a great storyteller as well, Charlie. And
thank you.
That's all right.
I try my best, but
I think you do very well, actually.
I mean, as I go through the book, it brings a tear to my eye sometimes, and then I have to laugh out loud. So yeah, if I can do that, people who read it for the first time, and there are can be a bit shocking as well, because I just hope the publishers aren't too kind of we've got an American company publishing it, and I hope they can kind of see, a bit of hard language and some hard stuff, like there's a bit of tragedy in it, and
yeah, well,
it's life.
I was going to say it's life, isn't it? I mean, that's what it is. It's life, and things do happen that aren't always good.
Life in a punk rock band is a little bit more colourful.
For sure. I can imagine that. But no, I'm really looking forward to that, Charlie. Do you have any idea when that's coming out?
Sorry?
Any idea when that is coming out?
Well, the bad news is that the guy I was going to give it to proofread said it could take a year.
What?
No, yeah, exactly. So I'm going to ask the publishers about that and say, I might just turn it over to the publishers straight away. I'll have to have a word with them, and I'm sitting there day and night on the computer over there, and is he going to take 5 minutes every day? I'll do it, so it take a year. To me, it's too long. I want it out by this time next year.
Yeah, and if it's got to
by this time next year,
a year proofreading it, he's going to get nowhere near that. Then it's very slow to proofread a book.
Yeah.
You want it quicker than that.
I'm doing most of it myself right now. Going through and correcting all the mistakes. And in the right order. There's a few sorting out bits and pieces to sort out to do. My wife said, "You leave that to the publishers," but I don't want it too many bits which are not understandable.
Yeah. You don't want someone to misinterpret what you're saying.
Well, I'm frightened of them saying, "What the fuck is this?" I'm not dealing with this.
No, I mean, I think they've got to understand that a book about being in that punk rock scene has got to be a little bit, it's going to be edgy, it's going to be a little bit different, and it's going to be using language that isn't, whatever you could call it, mainstream, I guess, but it's going to be different. Yeah,
well, luckily the publishers are, one of their things is, what do you call it, non-fiction, which is a lot of autobiographies, so they should be ready for it.
Yeah, and I think the people like myself who want to read it, we don't want it clean cut.
No.
We want it raw, I guess.
No,
it is.
Punk is a music without censorship. We
exactly
don't deal with censorship and stuff, and at least not on our level. So the book should be treated as such.
Yeah, say it as it is.
Exactly.
Straight from the heart, honest, stay it as it is. That's it. That's the only way. That's the only. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that, Charlie. Definitely, it's going to be fantastic. I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
That's it. That's good. Right, Charlie, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to wish you well, and hopefully I will see you in Europe at some point.
Yeah, take a little trip up. We'll put you on the guest list. We'll buy you a beer, so that will save you half your flight.
Thank you very much, Charlie. Please thank Yuko again. And thank you as well for letting me talk to you again. I know you're always busy, so...
let's do it again next year.
Oh, that would be fantastic, Charlie.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Well, thank you very much. Good health to you both. Take good care. Have a great Christmas. Great Europe as well.
You too, mate. You too.
Thank you very much, Charlie. You take good care.
Bye to everyone on the island. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you,
Have
Charlie.
a great Christmas.
And you. Take care. Bye, Charlie.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.